Hello, Chester here. So recently there was a tournament held by Meta Confluence hosted by Tyrant, the creator of Meta Confluence. And that tournament is a 22 player tournament that is won by this deck right here, Azorius Tempo. And the neat thing about this is it's basically the same deck that we usually run minus the Lurus and the Frog and the Bowmasters. So the important part here is that it's running the Corsair's package here. You have Brainstorm, Ponder, Treasure Cruise. You have the threats, Hydroponics Architect, and Tamio. You have some removal spells here. And what's interesting here is it's running Rat of the Skies in the main, which means it would have game against energy during game 1. And on top of that, you have Subtlety to counter things like Raptor, Ojani. And you also have Harbinger of the Seas to lock people out of their mana. Because most decks in Timeless are actually running non-basics because having Strip Mine in the format means you're not really incentivized to run basics here. In fact, it does the opposite where you want to run more of your dual colored lands because no land is safe. And another interesting part about this list is it runs Quantum Riddler, which is kind of a draw spell similar to Treasure Cruise. That's why we only have two, or I think that's why we only have two. This is one for one the list that won the tournament. I haven't really made any changes except for the one Watery Grave here in place of the Meticulous Archive. And talking about lands, this list is running 21 lands, which is actually less than what I usually run for the Lurus deck. The Lurus decks are running 22 lands, if I can recall correctly. And I think having two tap lands on top of having a lower land count is a bit too greedy. And another thing that I noticed is that it's not running any basic island. But we're going to try and test this list for ourselves first before making any major changes. So congratulations to mtgmight who created the deck and managed to take first place with it. Let's see how it goes. All right, let's play first. Okay, we have Hydroponics Architect, a land, and Brainstorm. That's a green source. Inspiration. Maybe they are going to play Strip Mine. Hopefully they don't. Okay. Now we can attack with Hydro. Hopefully we draw into land here. Okay, Strip Mine is good. I guess I'm going to put back player. And actually maybe it's Strip Mine. Maybe I'll do it this way. Hold up mana for Swords to Plowshares. Okay, that's problematic. Pretty sure I just do this. Don't want to use the strip mine. I think I'm going to reserve that for a better land. Like maybe that one. Crop rotation for... Okay, that's a blast zone. Okay, I guess this is fine. Fairy zone guard. I think just let this happen. Let's destroy the shifting woodlands now. I think I'm just gonna flip Tamio here.
Focus on only one project. In the right hands, use the words.
Okay, now we are in trouble. Okay, that's a crop rotation. Yep, definitely in trouble here. So the way to win here is to ult Tamio, I guess.
Inspect the library.
Okay. Alright, I think we have lost here.
Think before you act.
Yep. Against lands, we want surgical. Fragment reality is nice. What else? Wrath of the Skies is not great. I think at least one prismatic ending is okay. Maybe we even want two of those. We can trim down on Riddler. I guess I'm just trimming down on Riddlers. There's no hope in casting that one here. Let's try this configuration. Play first. I think this is bad. We can do better. Alright, I guess. Put back flare. Okay, I think we just ponder here. Okay. We just pass the turn here. I'm good with them wasting the flute on that one. So very zone guard. Okay. I think I have to fragment this. Okay, I guess that's the same, almost the same. Let's see. Can strip mine the ancient tomb. Okay, I think this is fine. Okay, that is annoying.
If you need me, I'll be in the library.
Okay, this is pretty bad actually. Should not have done this.
I hope you don't mind if I take notes. Respect the library.
Okay, that makes this complicated.
Do you mind?
I think we lost here. Yeah, I think we lost here. I'm forced to surgical this one. Yeah, GG's. I forgot I should have boarded in Stern Scolding. Forgot about ice still. Okay, let's play first. Island Ponder Keep. We have Architects. Might think I am playing Reanimator because of this. Okay. Makes sense. They're probably playing the same deck.
Is there a deeper meaning to this passage?
Just gonna source this one. Okay. Harbinger is pretty bad. What am I supposed to do here? Guess I could just hope to hardcast Treasure Cruise. Yeah, I think I'm gonna force this one. Just to fill my graveyard. Okay, they don't force. Next turn we have Subtlety up. Okay, never mind. Let's hold up Force of Negation here. I think I have one more Hollowed Fountain. Yeah. Kinda tempted to actually Force of Negation that one. Because I can't answer any creatures right now. Alright, that's good. I think we just keep that one. I can just keep holding up the Salty. Okay. I think this is fine. I'm not gonna fight over that. And I might have to think about holding this extra land.
Curious. I must investigate this scroll further.
Let's just kill the Tamio now. Year of Denial, okay. Not gonna fetch here. Okay. I could actually take them off the white. Yeah, no, I guess I fetch for deck thinning here. Should have removed the planes in hindsight. Oh no. I drew the Riddler first. I guess we warp the Riddler first. Okay. I think drawing cards off them is worth it. Let's just cast the Brainstorm here. Let's go for Ponder first. Okay, Flare is actually pretty good here. Okay, that's his swords. That's fine. Okay. Need to find a removal spell. Okay, that is fine. Okay, that is not fine. Yep, we just lost. I guess I got too greedy with the Riddler. the Mirror Harbinger, it's not great. Fear of Denial is not great. Stern Scolding is fine. All the removal spells are fine. Don't want the rat here. Guess we can keep a couple of forces. Let's play first. Go Hydro.
Nothing like warm tea and a fascinating story.
Let's fetch for a white source. And that's pretty bad. Let's just pass. Hold the Scolding up. Okay, that's fine.
Oh, I stayed up too late reading. Man.
Okay, let that resolve. All right. Fragment reality. Let's try to find a brainstorm here. Don't want that. Okay, that also works.
If you need me, I'll be in the library.
I think we can go ahead and strip mine one of their lands here. Okay. So that they're less likely to deploy more threats that I can handle. All right. And I'm actually fine if they want to force something like this. All right. They have another subtlety here. Okay, I'm just gonna swords this. Riddler is so good in the mirror. I think I have to let that go. Let's just pass. Okay, let's cantrip off the Riddler. I think they have subtlety. Okay. Brainstorm here. Just gonna go for a Hydro. Alright. I think I'm just passing here. If they want the subtlety, it's fine. I'm gonna start fetching here. Alright. Okay. I think we have to scolding this. Don't think I have any lands left.
Is there a
But let's just deploy this. Okay. I think I just force this. We force back. Let's just warp first.
I stayed up too late reading. Again.
Okay, that's a pending. I think I just go for it now. Okay. That's nice. Don't really have to do anything here. Okay, that's fair. Okay, they also ran out of lands. Let's just pitch that. We have the swords here. Alright. Seems good. Okay. Alright. Okay. I might lose to the clock here. Alright. I think I'm good. Okay, seems good. We have removal, a couple of threats.
Is there a deeper meaning to this passage?
Alright, they are a favorite here. Since they had the force. And the brainstorm. Now I have to draw
Flame has
one of my 3 pendings. Need to go find the pending here.
I've read nearly the entire library.
Maybe I just strip them off one.
Respect the library.
Let's see if they have another force. And they don't. Okay. They also probably made the mistake of blasting Tamio instead of the Hydro. Okay. We are getting unlucky here. Don't need these lands. Okay, let's just search that. Alright. This kinda sucks.
Is there a deeper meaning to this passage?
Just fragment this. Still have 6 minutes. Okay.
I've read nearly the entire library.
This really sucks. games take so long? Just have to keep attacking here. Oops. It's Riddler here. Okay. Need to move faster. Have 6 minutes left. I think I just have to play that while I can. Even if it gets swords, that's fine. Okay. They blinked first. I think we can do this. Okay. Now we can play Tamio.
Is there a deeper meaning to this passage? I will protect this library. I am not defenseless.
Can just force this.
Use your words. Respect the library.
Let's go ahead and cruise. We have plenty of time. Alright.
The story can refresh the mind.
Oops, that was my bad.
the entire library. I highly
Just gonna get the fragment. Unified Cruise. Into another cruise. Nice. And that was pretty long. Alright. Our opponent is going first, probably. First thing we should check is if they have companions. If they don't have companions, we can try to mull for a hand with force in it. But it's not really a priority. Okay, they have Luris. So this hand is a keep. We have removal spells. We have enough land drops. I think I'm gonna try and lead with Hydroponics Architect here. I might use Flare. Yeah, I think it's worth flaring here. For a Bowmasters. Peddler, huh? Yeah, I guess we still flare? No, I think we let this go. This means they're not killing the Hydro. And we can brainstorm shuffle away whatever they make into a Juggernaut. They could just... Alright. They decide to do that.
Oh, I stayed up too late reading. Again.
Now I think we should just ending the Guide of Souls. We have Flare for Bowmasters. They didn't have the removal spell. Which means they probably... They probably only have one at max. Okay. They gave up. Oh, they just gave up the match. Huh. Nice. Let's play first. They don't have... They don't have... What do you call that? A companion. But we do have Salty. I do think it's correct to just Hydro first. I could ponder for Force of Negation. I don't think that is a winning line though. Okay. That's fair. Nice. We got the flooded strand. What am I looking for with Ponder here? I guess another... That could work. Although they have Chromox. Hmm. The Magus. I think we can ditch. Harbinger here. I think I'm gonna hold up Hardcast Flare. Nice. Against this deck, I don't think Harbinger is great. Wrath of the Skies is fine. Prismatic Ending is okay. I think Stern Scolding is good. Maybe I want some Commandeers. Yeah, let's try this configuration. Fragment Reality is tempting also. Don't have enough slots for it though. I think this is fine. Okay, this is keepable. Kinda weak to turn one Chalice, but it's fine. Ragavan. Yes, it's fine. Let's get the Prismatic Ending. The Ragavan takes the Strip Mine. I might be able to commandeer a Fable here, which would be great here. Yep. Discard too. I think we are good with what we got here. Okay, they cast Fury. This is fine. Okay.
Nothing like warm tea and a fascinating story.
We cancel the whatever is coming next. Just gonna block here. You just need to hit a land drop. Failed our land drop check. I think I blocked there now. Wonder where I went wrong here. Maybe letting Fury resolve. Yeah, we need to have Swords to Plowshares up. Yep. Didn't find it. On the play, what do we do? On the play, I think we can go for flares instead. Let's play first. I guess we have the force. Man, I do hate surveillance. Right. Let's get Tamio going.
Curious. I must investigate this scroll further.
Yeah, I think I actually get rid of the Riddler. It went for Fury. Alright. Not gonna brainstorm. Now let's look for a land. Don't hit the land. Do get hydro, so that's good. And salty that. And now I guess you're stuck to casting another fury. Alright. Strip mine. That felt a bit swingy. Not really sure if my sideboarding plan was correct. I'll, I'll need to adjust and see what matters the most. Kinda hate that stern scolding, flare of denial can be bad in some instances. Because if they get chalice on one, this is bad now. If they have fury and they play well, they are probably going to remove your board before casting a bomb. So flare is iffy there. So I'm not really sure. Commandeer, it really depends. You can't commandeer a chalice, you can't commandeer a magus. You can only commandeer fable and ring, but sometimes that's enough. Anyway. Okay, our opponent is going first with Allura's Companion. We have double hydroponics architect. Yeah, I think we should mulligan this. Be a bit more disciplined. Gonna keep spot on the land here. This can pitch to Salty later on. Alright. Rewarded. You should just Swords to Plowshares this. Okay, I think can they are struggling in lands here. Maybe I can take advantage of that first. Prismatic ending to clean up the pieces here. Right. Now we can cruise. Don't find anything. Nice. They gave up. So against this deck, we are on the draw. We want to remove the hydroponics architect. We won't be attacking into them. We want all the removal spells we can. Stern Scoldings. Don't want Force of Negation. We don't have any blue creatures to sacrifice. And yeah, looks clean. So apparently Harbinger solos this matchup. Let's see if that is the case here. Great hand. We hold up Stern Scolding here. Bombardment. All right. Let's bait out any
Interesting.
removal spell here. Okay. Probably should remove Scolding here. We go for Harbinger instead. Hmm. I think I just get rid of this. Yep, there's the Ajani.
Is more important than family.
I think I'm just supposed to draw two here. All right. Sure thing. Okay. I think I just killed the Guide of Souls. That can go back. Looks like they're tapped out. Nice. They got soloed. They got soloed by Harbinger there. Yeah, I think it's a solid plan. Especially we have Salty. Yeah, it's great. Seems good. Alright, welcome back. So as of now, I am 8-1 with the deck. I only lost to that Lance deck, and I think I played that match pretty poorly, so that's on me. And we actually managed to beat Mardu Energy 3 times already. And on top of that, I do think that this deck has maybe a favorable Mardu Energy matchup just because it's running Harbinger of the Seas and Salty. The fact that Quantum Riddler replaces itself, it's also nice. Quantum Riddler is kind of comparable to Lurrus as a companion when you draw into it. So when you draw into it and warp it, it basically gives you a free Quantum Riddler for 5 that you can reach for whenever you are hellbent, and you have access to 5 mana. It replaces itself twice. Well, it's actually card advantage if you warp it and you manage to hard cast it. So pretty busted, especially with all the pitch spells that we have here. Force of Negation, Solidity. Those feel fine. You can recklessly pitch spells as long as you have Riddler. The sideboard mapping felt pretty clean. For energy, I've been cutting Quantum Riddlers on the I've been cutting Hydroponics Architects on the draw, and then cutting Riddlers on the play for Architect, and that has been working fine. I'm not sure how good the mono red matchup actually is, but I suspect it's good because this has access to Salty, Rat of the Skies, but maybe it's still dependent. It's basically coin flip on how their draws line up with yours. So for the changes, by the way, I don't think this is strictly better than the original list, but it's a direction that could be tested. And the first thing was, as good as Quantum Riddler is, I think it's not really realistic to have this available or be castable at 5. So I'm only using this for mostly for its warp cost to bridge you into the late game once you run out of cards because you kept pitching Force of Negation and Salty. I added another land here. As mentioned, I felt like this deck wanted another land, another basic, and that is an island. We changed the Treasure Cruise to Dig Through Time. And this is mostly to compensate the lack of Bowmasters in here. As you've noticed, the deck looks really weak to Bowmasters because Hydro draws, Tameo draws, Ponder draws, Brainstorm draws, Riddler draws. Everything in this deck, almost everything in this deck draws a card. So if you're locked out by Bowmasters, you can choose to Dig Through Time, find that removal spell, or even find the Sweeper to deal with the Bowmasters. And as for the sideboard, I'm thinking about changing the Flare of the Nile to Spell Pierce, but I do think it's neat that you have access to a hard counter spell. So as of now, I'm just going to keep this as is. So again, congratulations to MTG Might for winning the tournament. And that's about it.